All right, let's buckle up and get after a daily paycheck here on Casino Gaming TV. I am John from ProCraps, and we are starting with a $10,000 master bankroll, buying in for 10 to 20% every day, working strategies to a 10 to 20% profit goal every day. We're damn close to it. We'll compound those wins into that master bankroll so that every day the buying gets bigger and bigger and the win goals and profits grow. Now, here are the big questions. What strategies can we trust to get that job done? And the big one is, do I have the discipline to make it happen? Well, let's find out. We're gonna build that bankroll to $100,000 live. No tricks, no magic, no camera tricks, no BS. There's nowhere to hide when it's live. Here we go. All right, good morning, everybody. Welcome to Daily Paycheck. It's old Johnny from ProCraps here on Casino Gaming TV. We have a Friday Follies episode for you today. We're gonna go, let's give ourselves a little check though where we are. Look at that. Daily Paycheck's at 36K. Our next buy-in, $7,000, looking to win 1,400 and move the needle a little bit more. Got some talking to do though about this today. Let's go over to the table here real quick, and let me let's see. Let's go to this view here. You know, as we do this thing, we have to think about the amounts, I think. So as you know, we're looking to win whatever the goal is every day, right? The buy-in is based on bankroll percentage of the master bankroll. The win goal is based on percentage of the buy-in. And so I'm looking at like that total number today. For example, today's 7,000, looking to win 1,400. Should we have a stop loss of 50%? Let's just say that's what it is, right? That means my real buy-in, I'm willing to lose $3,500, in other words, right? That should be all we buy in with, is $3,500, right? If that's my stop loss, I should not buy in for 7, I should buy in for 3,500 and burn the whole damn thing, right? And in that case, you're buying in for half, but your win goal is more than 20%. My win goal is 40%. I wonder if that's the way to do this, or if we should keep buying in for $7,000, but up the win goal, right? And just say we're going to burn the whole 7, or we're going to, you know, whatever. Think about that as we go here, because, you know, as we progress through this thing and the number gets bigger and bigger and bigger, we have to decide if we want to play longer periods of time or bigger giant bets for shorter periods of time. Because, again, we're getting to these thresholds now where we have to make different decisions on how we play. But anyway, today what I want to do, I think, is have some Friday Follies fun. And I was thinking about doing like a big skill 66. Like, let me go to the other screen. I'll just go to the throwing screen. Doing like a huge, crazy skill 66, and just having fun with it today. Just not really being careful, but. What do you think about that? Oh, by the way, I'm looking at chats. Joe says, what an amazing debate last night. That was a shit show last night. I watched about 15 minutes of it, and I couldn't go anymore. I'm just like, I'm so pissed that these are the two guys we're choosing between. I can't even believe that we're in this position. We have two guys that have no business being in charge of anything, regardless of their past anymore. This is awful. I mean, God, I'm a political junkie, and I'm just like, get me off the planet right now. I'm just like, anyway, here we go. I got 7K. We're going to burn the whole 7K today. We're just going to go after it. We're going to go here. You ready for this? I'm going to go with a 66, a skill 66, but with all massive chips, okay? We're going to go 1,500 on the 5, 6, and 8. We're going to make this like a skill, like basically a skill 6,600 instead of a skill 66. And so what that means is it should be, yeah, we have to times it all by 10, right? Is that right? Or is that, I'm not even there enough yet. We should probably go even higher than that. Let me think about this. If we go, how can I burn the whole 7? Can I burn the whole 7 in one shot? If I did something like this, ooh, let's go 2,000 on the 6 and 8, or let's go 2,000 on the 5. Let's go 2,400 on the 6 and 8. Yeah, let's do that. Ooh, baby. Let's just crush this thing. We'll start at 8,800 inside. That's what we're gonna do. 8,800 inside. We'll just do that. Bam. Okay. There is 2,400 on the 6, 2,400 on the 8. Is that enough blacks? There we go. So that's gonna be 88. Is that enough money? No. Am I wrong here? I think I have too much money in my rack, maybe, because I got 2,000, 4,000, 6,000. There we go. 6,400. think I'm wrong. 22,000. Let me think about what I want to do here because I want to burn the whole bankroll in one go. And I feel like I got not enough money here. I need to have 6,600 out there, right? So I'm missing the 9. That's what I'm missing. I'm dumbass. I'm missing the 9. What an idiot. Okay, that's why I'm like. I'm so used to playing that freaking Iron Cross that I forget where I am sometimes. All right, there we go. It's gonna be 18. There. Jeez, John. Okay, there it is. 6,600 inside. That's what I was hoping for. 7,600. There's 8,000, right? So if that's 6,600, 7,000. That's our bankroll. Okay, there it is. There. I was like, you know what? I had the extra profits in the rack, and that's the problem. So 6,600 inside. And I'm going to put the other $200 on the outside, 4 and 10, just to have something to do. And I will take $100. So we're going to buy in for $7,100 today. We're going to take one crack at this damn thing. The skill 660 or the skill 6,600 today. That's what we're going to do. Okay. Sorry about all the craziness, but it's Friday, and what the hell, right? Here we go. Let's just do it. Ready? Are you ready to burn $7,000 in one roll? Let's come out. Let's see what happens. Here we go. I'm gonna get Craftsy set up for you. We're coming out. New shooter, new point, new day. It's Friday. Let's make money. You ready? It's a Monday. I'm telling you, Randy. You know what? Yesterday, and I'll show you the pictures later on. Yesterday we closed on our new house. I'll tell the story as they roll. Here we go. Coming out. And I'll tell the story again on the other show, but there's a 628. We closed on our new house yesterday, and we had to drive 2.5 hours to get there. Right? We thought we were closing locally. Turns out we had to drive to our new town to close locally at their tile place. We had to be there 8 o'clock in the morning or 8:30 in the morning, and we lived 2.5 hours away. So we got up at 5 and drove all the way the hell over there, signed our papers for a half an hour, drove all the way back, and worked then another, we went to our jobs. We both worked 8 hours, right? So we had this day where we started at, 4 in the morning, all that driving, 5.5 hours of driving yesterday to sign the papers. And that's why there was no shows yesterday. And I'm pretty freaking tired. So just like still, getting, all right, here we go. Points 8, that's I'll show you some pictures later on of the house. Here we go. Let's go. Give me an inside number, Fatso. Let's go. Get an inside number over the mountains and through the woods. I should have taken a picture of it, Dan. You should see the pictures of the house. It's beautiful. Or the drive over there. And oh my God, what a horrible throw. That's a 314 though. There's a 4. There's a 1. That thing kicked all the way down the street. The drive over there is amazing, and I mean that in all honesty. Washington is one of the most beautiful states we've got, and that didn't work. Nothing's working. What is going on? The roll tracker crashes every day for some reason. All right, there's a 4 that pays 400, which is awesome. I'm just gonna take it. I do owe $10 in VIG. I will pay the VIG later. I'll put a marker out here so I know to not forget it. But yeah. Anyway, the drive over there is freaking awesome. It's you drive literally over and through a bunch of mountains to get there, and it's just amazing. Here we go. Here we go. You're all invited. You're all invited. Come to Washington next year. Come on out. We'll have coffee on the new deck. You'll love it. All right, let's go. Come on, Johnny, get a number. It's a 6. It's a 6. It's a 5-1, the mixer. 5-1 mixer. All righty. Awesome sauce that pays $2,100. $2,100. It's a skill 6,600 today, so there's 5. $2,100. We drop 100. And now we go, baby, to 8,800 inside. It's the big press. It's the big press. There it is, 8,800 inside. Just need another inside hit. Just need one inside hit. Yeah, you know what? Actually, Dan, I know you're joking about this, but our new house is going to be roughly a mile from a really great ski resort. We live about a mile from, it's a mid-level ski resort in Wenatchee, but we're about an hour and 15 minutes from a really great high-level ski resort. Actually, 2 of them. One's about an hour and a half, one's about an hour. And if you're a skier, come to see me. If you're a skier, come to Johnny's house. You'll love it, actually. Yeah. And there's actually some great hotels in town, like really great hotels in town. So it'll be fun. Here we go. Inside number. Inside number. Here we go. Happy Friday. Let's do it. Yes. Yes. Woo. Look at that. Look at that, baby. Who's your daddy? Oh my God. I love me some me on a Friday. Wow. I'm going to pay that in a minute. You're going to love this. You're going to love this. This is so freaking cool. Come on, Johnny. That's a 448. Can I do this every day? Right? 2,400 pays 2,800, right? Just like it does on a regular $88, right? It's the same 2,800. Matter of fact, I'm going to drop 200 and ask him for an extra nickel. So 2,800. So that's a little bit of a win right there. Check it out, right? Let's pull the bets down. Let's just pull it all down. And we got that extra 4 hit, which was amazing sauce, right? There is 2,000, 4,000, 6,000, 7,000. That's my buy-in, right? We're gonna go put that back in. Even though it's Friday, I'm still locking up the profit. Right? There's 2,000, 4,000, 6,000, 7,000. If you know me and you know the skill 66, here's what it does. 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000. And here's the extra $4 that we won. That was the bonus on the 4. Okay. The skill 66 at $66. If you hit it, press it, and then come back home, it's $50. At 660, it's $500. At 6,600, $5K. It's such a great move, right? You got to have the 4 and 10 so you don't burn a number like we didn't do today. That's a $5,000 win right there, right? Happy Friday. Happy freaking Friday, 5K. Now, would I do that every day? Probably not, right? Probably not. But if you think about, like, we're bringing in $7,000, right? Let's play the $7,000. Let's play it, right? Go to the casino with $700 one day and do a skill 660 or 640 across for one shooter and just see what happens, right? That's how you go and say, I'm going to burn 7 or I'm going to win 5 on a given day. Crazy town, right? But today it worked. Today it worked. A lot of times you burn on that strategy for sure, right? But when it works, look at that. That's putting in a day's worth of work. I can take the month off. If I do that on the Monday, the 1st of July, I can take the whole month off. Take the whole month off, man. What a great, that's a monthly paycheck right there. All right, let's go. I'm gonna go on back out and let's play it up. Let's play it up. Let's go with a standard little across bet with all the big purples here. Let's actually, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna go take this. We're gonna lock this profit. I'm locking this up. I'm locking it up. Let's get the other 2 purples in there. Locking up that profit today. Friday Follies style. Look at that. Look at all the purple on my rack. Whew. All right, here we go. New rack. Let's do a new rack. Again, you all are still playing, but I'm gonna bring the $500 down, and let's just go. Let's go with. What do you want to do today? You want to do like a little molly? Let's do this. Let's go 160 across for the rest of the shooter here. Again, it's going to take me a hot minute to get going here. There is a green for some reds. We'll go 160 across and 25 coming. And let's go, let's see, 160, 175. I am missing 175, 200. That's it. Okay. I'm going to make sure I have the right amount of quarters. Here we go. Let's just do a little 160 across. We'll do a little come bet into it, and we'll just do a little transition play. Little transition play for the rest of the morning here. Let's go. Ooh, I love making $5,000. I love making $5,000. I mean, there's nothing better than that, right? Who has the sack to do that every day? Or once, can you imagine? Once a month, there's my 7. Ha ha. Good timing. Good timing. 5-2. Okay, here we go. New shooter, new point. Coming back out, same thing. We're gonna make $50 or $25 on that. Come back to the rack with it. I'm gonna drop 150, 160 to replace those bets. And let's just get going with a brand new. Here we go. Can you believe I made $5,000 this morning? My God. Let's go. Let's go. Toro, did you see it? Did you see the money shot there? I have kind of an extra bedroom. I have, you can sleep on the deck if you want to. Yeah, here we go. Coming out. Let's go. Let's go. Coming out. Man, I can't believe I just had a $5,000 roll and I didn't scream louder than I did. Let's go. Let's go. All right, there's another kiss. That's a 4 though. 314. Cool. We love the outside points on this show. We love the outside points. Why I love the outside points? If you know me at all, you know, right? There's the 4. I would rather, if I'm going to have a decent roll, have an outside point that I'm probably not going to hit for a while. I'd rather just have, a longer roll than be hitting points. Hitting points sucks, right? Because there's no collects in there. There's no pressing. There's no collecting. You're just, donking points around, and the rhythm of the roll is way different. So I love it when I have an outside point. Here we go. Here we go. Let's put your crapsy in place. And let's have a better roll than last time, right? Come in with a quarter. Come in with a quarter. Let's go. That looks like, I can't see it. Is that a 7? Oh my gravy. It's 2 PSOs in a row. We had the great roll earlier and then 2 back-to-back PSOs. Awesome. 4-3. Good Lord. All right. Well, again, I'll take the $50 on that. Do I have enough to go out there? 160? 150. Wow. I'm burning everything. Look at that. There's 160. I'll replace the bets and let's just light the $500 on fire. After getting the great roll to start, light it on fire. Here we go. Here we go. It's Friday. Alrighty. Coming out. Here we go. I'm so jacked. It was a 617. It's 3 7s in the last 4 rolls. I'm so jacked. I'm my hands are shaking from that earlier roll. 6-1 on the come out. 6-1 on the come out. All right, here we go. Here we go. That is a 10. The other end of it. Let's have a better roll this time. Let's calm down and have a better roll. 6-4. All right, here we go. We're basically rail dumped, right? We burned 160 3 times in a row. Trying to get something going here. Let's put the puck where it belongs. Here we go. Here we go. All right, here we are. This is the one. This is the roll. This is the shooter right here. Calm down, John. My hands are I'm still like shaking and sweating. Having $8,000 of fake money out there is still nerve-wracking. It's crazy how that works, right? Adrenaline's a funny thing. That's a better throw. That's a 5. Woo! Finally got one off. 3-2-5. That was freaking awesome. 3-2. All right. It's going to pay 35. Comeback moves up to the 5. We're going to put $30 in odds on it and take $30 back to the racks. Basically, the numbers are going to pay for themselves. Kinda. And we'll come with the next one. It's going to move from come bets to place bets. And the place bet win becomes the odds on the come bet, so it's like a better press. And it's a one shot and down type thing. We're not going to get huge builds. We're just going to kind of transition as we go, if we can get some rolls. All right, here we go. Nice soft toss, John. Think soft. Think soft. That's so much better. It's a 6. So much better when you do it like that. Not that hard, right? 5-1. Not that hard when you think about it. Let's go 5-1. All right, 6 pays 35. And comes down. Come bet moves up. $30 in odds. New come bet. Tiny bit comes back home. Basically, the odds here are like double free odds, right? double free. It's a press, but it's got a better pay on the top side. Here we go. This is going to lead us into the morning show, by the way, the coffee run. I'm going to do a little bit of this transition style talks today. We might even transition this again. I might even transition a third time in the same day. If I can get some hits, right? 7. Damn, John. No rhythm here. No rhythm this morning. Huge bummer. So we win nothing. We win $50, $25, and we have $75 left. So we burned an entire bankroll. Never got the roll today, man. I'll tell you what, never got the roll on that. That was not good. Let's reset it. Let's do it again. Let's do it one more time. You want to do the big one again for Friday Follies? Let's do it. Let's actually have the fun again. Let's do one. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling like I'm going to throw good right now. Let's go. 6,600, right? 2, 4, 6,000, $7,000. Here we go again. 15. This will be 18, 18, and 15. Okay. 6,600, 7,000. Here we go, 4 and 10. And again, I got $100 in the rack. I need $7,100 to make this happen. Here we go. Coming out. I'm just feeling it. I'm just feeling it. Like those 7s are gone. We burned all the 7s for the day. That's it. Here comes the 35 roller. Here comes the big one. This is the big one right here. Everybody buckle up. I'm changing my dice set too. I'm changing my dice set. Let's go. Let's go. You ready? You ready? You know the joke, you know the joke. All right, here we go. That's a 7 on the come out. That wasn't good. Let's fix that. God. 6-1. 6-1-7. Okie dokie. Here we go. Here we go. This is the Skill 66 El Toro style. That's what we would call this. Remember when Toro did the video on what was that strategy called from DAC? What was that called? The hell was that thing called? It was like the blender, the 3-point blender, where he would win like $2 every roll or something like that. And you're like, the only way to do this is El Toro style. And you put out like $1 million out here to make it work. That's what I'm doing here. The Skill 66 El Toro style. There's a 4, which I wanted, and a 3, a 7, which I didn't. We're still coming out. 4, 3, 7. Okay. Here we go. Coming out again. Still working the come out. This is living a nightmare. That's funny. Here we go. We're going to be fine. Trust me, it's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. There's an 8. That's good, right? That's a good start. 6-2-8. We can do this. We can totally do this, guys. It only takes 2 good rolls, right? It takes two rolls. That's it. Right? Here we are. This is now August 1st, right? I won my living expenses for July. Now I'm out there for August. Let's go out. I'm going to bring my $7,000 to the bank, to the casino. I'm going to call them the bank, my local bank, right? Monday morning, July 1st or August 1st, whatever it is. Here we go. $7,000 on the table, right? What could possibly go wrong, right? What could possibly go wrong? Nothing. Nothing. Nothing can go wrong here. Here we go. Here we go. That's a beautiful throw. It's a 5, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Pressure cooker. 4-1. 4-1-5. You know what's going to happen, right? It pays $2,100. Dropping the buck. Dropping the dollar to make it look like $8,800 inside. Here we go, money shot. As Brian would say, it's the money shot time. I'm totally nervous now. David, I'm staying at my house. You can stay at my house, that's all good. There's nothing organic in my house, though, I can tell you that. I am not a healthy eater. Should be, but I'm not. My breakfast will be whiskey and sausage, I can tell you that. Here we go. Let's get it done. Let's get it done right here. Come on. Inside number for the win. For August's living expenses. Here we go. Here we go. Dice are out. They kissed. It's an 8, baby. Whoo! Yes. Another $5,000 in Daddy's pocket. Another $5,000 in my pocket. Oh my God, we love it. We love it. Right? Right? 2,800. 2,500, 2,800 bucks. Bring it all down. Right? There's my, look at this. Look at this. When this thing works, I'm a hero. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, $7,000. That was my buy-in. There's 5,000, 1,500, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000 bucks. How about that? Can you make $5,000 in 3 throws? Set a point, 2 inside numbers, and walk away a champion? Who else wants to try that? Now, of course, we're going to transition to the other strategy, and we're gonna lose our ass again, right? Here we go. We're gonna let's pull the green chips back, and let's keep playing. And that was my month of August's $5,000. Now I'm gonna take the $5,000 and go 500 bucks a day for the month, and try and make $100 and just kind of have some fun. And like I did last month, burn the whole thing. So here we go. Let's get the dice out for y'all. That was the point being hit. I'll count that in a minute, the greens, and let's just do this. Let's do it. Let's do it. Coming out. Now I can afford the third try, right? Totally, right? The third try, you can't get hurt now, right? You can do it again. You got $10,000 in profits, right? I can try 7,000 and not get hurt. There's a hard 8. There's that hard 8. 4-4. Do not try this at home, by the way. This is Friday Follies for a reason. We're just having some stupid Friday fun on a strategy you should never, ever try. Don't ever do that, right? You can do it like this, though. I will give you permission to go here. Watch. We're going to go, if you wanted to be a complete degenerate, and again, I'm not recommending that you do, there is 400, 5, 6, 700, okay? If you wanted to do this, now this is not, I need to get all greens out here, actually, but actually I don't need greens. I can do 400, 700 like that. Let's do it like this. There's 700 bucks. We can still do here, right? What if you bought it for 700 bucks, right? And you did like this, 150 and 180 on the 6 and 8, right? And did a skill 660. Let's get a quarter worth of nickels out of that, right? And you're at 180. Okay. Here's the 10 bucks that I need for the press on the inside. I got 30 bucks left, like just like before, right? We can take this. Before I had 40 bucks, and I put in the 4 and 10, right? We can do the same thing. Or you can just say I'm buying in for 800 instead of 700. And if you do that, you can get the 4 and 10 for 50 each. Okay, just have something to do. Okay, again, buy in for 700 bucks, right? Daily paycheck style, YOLOs. This is a YOLO paycheck, right? For 700. Even at 700 bucks, I would never do this, but a little better than maybe 7K. Let's go. Would I take this to the casino every day? Maybe I'll do it again at 500. We'll just try it again at 500 at a more reasonable level on the next shooter. But let's just fart around here for a minute. Coming out, or dice are out for me. That's a big, hard throw. Didn't like how that left my hands, but we got a 4, 31. The little Joe pays 100 bucks. I will happily take the 100 bucks. We're gonna rack that up. Rack it up. There's the $5 in vig for that. Same bet there for now. The play is here. That's just so we have something to do. I could be convinced to just say the 4 and 10 are like my bonus bets and just press them to 5. Right? Actually, you know what? Let's do it. Let's press it to 500. Let's just put a full press on that. Let's just go. We'll make the 4 and 10 look like purple chips. Again, it's Friday and nobody cares. Here we go. Whiskey and sausage is what I have for breakfast. Here we go. You got to dip your sausage in the whiskey. It's like nature's syrup right there, right? That's the best thing. Here we go. Here we go. All right. All right, there is a 5. Okay, that's the first one, right? The first one, 415. All right, that pays $210. I'll pay it with greens because it'll be easier to do it. Nah. Yeah, it's fine. Let's do it in greens. It ultimately does not matter. 210 plus 10 from my rack is 220. Okay, so again, 66, $22 inside pressure. 660, 220 inside pressure. All you're doing, spreading it out. Spread out the love. Those look like 240. Okay. So the 5 and 9 have 200 on them. The 6 and 8 have got 240 on them. 240. I'm just not using black chips here. I'll color it up when we're done. Here we go. Here we go. Money shot time. This is sweaty balls right here. You watched SNL. Sweaty balls. Let's go. Woo! Come on. Come on, shooter. Can I do it? Can I get me an inside number on the world's softest helicopter toss right here? This is the best throw of the day coming up. 100% my best throw of the day is coming right here. All good energy. All good vibes. Here we go. Come on. Come on. All that smack talk, and I rolled this. That's so stupid. 213, and we have to watch it again. God. Come on. Here we go. Oh, yeah. Let's put the 2s on top. We're going to set the hard ways with the 2s on top, which means I think what's going to happen is a 9's going to come, right? I got 2s here. I got 5s here. It's going to be a 9. It's going to be a 9. It's going to be a 639 because that's how I'm throwing today. You ready? Are you ready? Here we go. Here we go. Nice, soft, awesome release. That wasn't a bad throw. It's a 9. What did I tell you? What did I tell you? Did I call that? Did I call a 639? I freaking called it. Maybe they should call me the dice doctor because I know stuff, right? That's awesome. That pays 210 or 240. 280. Duh. 275. I forgot where I was. 280. Okay, that's cool. There's 280. What does that mean I won, right? If I bring it all home, bring it all home. Even that 4 win was beautiful, right? We bring it all back, right? What do we start with? We start with 660, $700, right? Let's get all the blacks out here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's my 700 that I started with, right? There's the 700 that we started with. Plus there was the $50 in the 4 and 10, right? So 700, there's the $50. That's $800 or 660 inside, plus the 50 on the outside. So 760. So 750, 760. That was our actual starting. 660 plus the 100. Okay. Now, what did we actually walk away with on that one? Should be about $500 out here, right? If we did, if my math is good. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 400, 2, 3, 4, 5, 400, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's $500, $625, right? I think actually I had an extra $10 or whatever I used for the pay thing, right? It only takes 2 inside numbers to make that thing work. Now I burned on this same strategy as many times or more than I've won on it. There's days where that just does not work. Today was the day where it worked, right? A bunch of times. I'm loving that. Let's put that aside. Let's do let's take this again. There's 1, 2, 3, 400, $500. Let's take the $500. Let's light it on fire. Let's do the 160 across again and see if I can make this roll freaking work with something else. Here we go. There's my Let's do it. Let's do it. I've got 160 out there. I've got 1, 2, 300 bucks, 340 bucks in the rack, right? If you're a mathematician, that adds to 500. Okay, here we go. 500 bucks out. Point is still 8. All your bets are in. I'm done talking. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. That is a 5, a 4 and a 1. Oh, I forgot my come bet. Sorry. I'm gonna post bet this. Forgot the come bet. We're gonna transition up. We're gonna do a double transition. If I can get it to work, double trans. Here we go. Double trans. I'm not sure if that's a thing you can do. Come bet would have gone to the 5. 5 comes down and gets paid 35 bucks. Okay? We make the odds look like 30. We make the $25 back in the come, and I got $5 in the rack and a free come bet, basically, right? The bet doesn't really pay for itself till it comes through, but that's a way to kind of get a little bit of extra action out there. I'm into this. I'm into the 5 and the come, right? That's a $25 flat, $25 come bet, and $30 in odds. That whole thing cost me $20. All that cost $20. I got $5 change on that deal, right? The whole thing cost 20 bucks, all that money out there. So that's a good little move right there. And people get pissy with the come bets, but that's a cool little move where you have all that juice out there and it costs you $20, right? I'm still not out of the hand, right? But I got a lot of good action right there. So here we go. 617. Of course. Every time I switch to this freaking strategy, we get a 7. It's like that's the kryptonite. This strategy is the kryptonite today. 6-1. Good freaking Lord. All right. Well, we're gonna win 50 here and lose everything else. I'm gonna reset the top. So 150. Can I really make this thing work one time? How funny is this, right? All the success in the world when I'm doing the other thing. I come to here and we just like literally torch it. All right, here we go. Coming out. We are coming out. New shooter. New shooter. New point. I totally ice myself. When I talk too much, I ice myself. Here we go. Here we go. That's going to be a 5, 4 and a 1. Sweet. Where was that? Like literally 35 seconds ago. Where was the 5 when I had the odds on it, right? 4-1. Let's go. 4-1 on Crapsy. A 4-1 here. All right. That's a point. Looks like a point. Here's my comeback. I could do like yesterday's field farming thing with the comeback, right? Farm the field with the come. We can do all the things at the same time, right? You wanna? Let's do it. Let's do a little $10 field while we're coming. Let's do it all. Let's just do everything. Let's do everything. Every bet we know how to make all at one time. Here we go. Dice are out, David says. That looks like a midnight. That was a good call. That was a great call. 6-6. It's almost like, I would say it's like I know what I'm doing, but I clearly don't because I would have made money last roll. 6-6. That's a midnight. That's going to pay 30 bucks, right? We love it when that happens. We're going to press that up. Just a single press. Take the quarterback home though. Okay. We did lose our come bet on that, so the quarter we won goes up in there. That's actually a freebie. That's a total freebie. Let's go. This will be last shooter, by the way. 740. This will be the last shooter. All right. Here we go. Another kiss. It's an 8, though. We'll take the 8. We'll take that. 6-2-8. 6-2-8. Coolness. All right. That comeback's going to move to the 8. We're going to lose our field. We're going to make 35 on the 8, though. 30 bucks in odds. 25 in the come. 10 to the field. Nothing comes out of my rack. So again, the odds and the field, everything out there paid for by the first hit, right? We have 25 at risk essentially on that thing, which ain't too shabby. Here we go. Here we go. Let's have a repeat. Let's have one come bet pay today. I think that would be an ideal goal. An ideal goal. One come bet today can maybe pay itself off. Wouldn't that be great? There's a 5, a 3-2. We got 2 come bet set. That's the first time we've had 2 come bet set, I think, right? A 3-2. No, we had it earlier and we never hit it, right? 3-2-5. Cool. That's the point, right? Is that the point? Sweet. We'll lose this again, which is a bummer. 35-hour win on the 5. That comes down. Come bet moves. There's my odds. There's my new come bet. Or we'll do a come bet on the next shooter. But yeah, again, that'll be a $5 profit, quote unquote. I'll have a come bet with odds and a new come bet, all for the price of $20. Coming out. Let's go. Coming out. Another kiss, but they're landing right on top of each other. There's an 8 though. 5, 3, 8. 5, 3, 8. 5, 3, 8. Now, if you don't, I didn't call this, but my come bets, my odds always work. When I play the Molly, my odds always work, and here's the reason why. Mathematically, it's the right thing to do. You should know this. The casino has them off by default. Why? Because they don't want to fucking pay it. That's why. So they're off by default because it's not in their advantage to have them on. Okay? So if they're turning your bets off like that, it's not in their best interest to keep them on. I always work my odds. Always work the odds. So we're going to get paid 20 flat and 36 on the odds as we come down. Now, what I do with that, I put the 8 back out there at $30. I put my next come bet out. We'll play the field because why not? And I'm bringing back $50, right? I profited a little bit. I'm not going to bump up the odds or the flat. I'm not going to make the flat any higher than it was. I could do a progressive down here, but I'm not. Actually, what I'm going to do, I think, we're going to do this. We're going to take the 8 that just hit down. And instead of coming, let me think about this. Do I want to do that? No, we're going to keep coming. We're going to keep, I was going to transition to the DC. I may do that later on. I may do it later on. I was thinking about taking the come bet that wins and go to the DC with it. We can, we're doing that. We're doing it. We're doing it. We're taking the come bets. If they hit again, they're going to the DC. That's what's going to happen. Come bets become DC bets. Why not? Why not? We got a couple things up there. Let's just start knocking stuff down. Oh my God, what a terrible throw. It's a 3, ace deuce. Another non-separator throw. It's because I'm not, my wrist is jacked. 3 craps though pays up there. Yeah. That pays there. $10 pays here. We're gonna farm that field. Press that bad boy up. And let's get it done. Let's get it done. Here we go. How about a 5? How about a 5? Good time for a 5 right here. Actually, I would like a 4 or 10. That's a better throw. There's a 9. 9 will work too. 9 will work too. 5, 4, 9. Awesome. You love this move here. I love this move because the 9 is going to get paid $35, right? We're going to bring it down. Don't come's going to go behind the 9. I'll leave that as a flat bet. I don't love dropping odds up on the don'ts. I like flat bet don'ts. This also gets paid $20. Bam. We're going to go for a 3-leg parlay in the field, right? Let's, because that 9 came down, let's follow it up with another DC. We'll start moving away from our place bets here. Move away from the place bets. We're just gonna, and this is gonna be a nice fatty. Give me something in the field here, John. My need right now is like a 10 or something. A 4 or a 10 would be magical. Give me a 4 or a 10, huh? What do you think? 4. No. My wrist is not hurt. My wrist is jacked. My motion is jacked. I'm not actually throwing well. Like when I throw, I have to, like when I'm here, I have to twist my wrist. Like when I let them leave, I have to do this. And I'm not. I'm letting them go straight. So they're flying, the dice are flying cockeyed instead of straight. So I've got to actually work my mechanics better. And I'm just, I'm just all full of adrenaline from winning $10,000, right? I'm like all happy. So I'm not actually doing anything right. There's a 6, 5-1. 5-1, that'll work. 5-1, let's get it typed in. 5-1. Alrighty, 5-1-6. Okay, let's get that. That'll travel behind the 6, which is fine. That'll get paid. 25, 35. Now, unfortunately, our field parlay didn't work. It cost us $10, right? This is all just press moves. If that works, that's a nice little extra bonus, but it didn't work out. And that has to be okay, right? So we take our 6 down, $10 in the field, right? We've got the 6 and the 9 on the don't. We've got the 4, 5, and 10 on the do. I'll do one more DC. Actually, I think 2 is the right number. I've always said this. 2 to me is the right number for the DC. I'm gonna turn those reds, by the way, into a quarter. And we'll leave it up as we are. Okay, we'll have the 2 DCs, we'll have the 4, 5, and 10 working. The 8 is the one thing that we don't have covered. I'm not gonna go out there with it because the 8 is actually one of those other come bets. And let's just let these bets resolve themselves. We'll take one more sling through here, and then that'll be it. And by the way, if you look at the reds, $400 in the rack. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 green chips out there, which means I'm up. If I take it all down, which I can except for the 5 come bet, we're actually up $50. And we lost that 160 earlier. So this little transition play, as dumb as it is, made money. We would have made more money if we had what do you call it, done a little better earlier. But it is what it is. There's 6-1-7. We're out. 6-1. That's okay. It's not great. But look at what happens. This goes bye-bye. Back to the rack. Those 2 get paid. And we are even. We made back our 160 on that roll. Got even. Didn't get hurt too bad. We actually have $1 in profit. We made $1. Perfect Friday Follies result, right? Do a bunch of dumb crap, have a 16 roller or 9 roller, and make $1. How awesome is it? What a perfect outcome. Make $1 on that thing. I love it. Of course, I don't love it as much as making $10,000 earlier, right? The $10,000 win is where it was at. That was hella fun. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna put the racks all back together for tomorrow. Or for Monday. I guess Monday's the next show, right? We're buying in again Monday for $7 grand. We need to make a decision on Monday how we're gonna play. And today's example is kind of a preview of that, right? Is it worth it to take the whole $7,000, put it out there, and make a massive profit, right? Or if my goal is $1,400, just bring enough to win $1,400 if it works, and that's it, right? We need to think about the buy-ins. So we'll talk more about that on the next show, but for now, let's call it. Happy Friday. Worst, very John. That's so funny. Let's see. Would I consider using something from Greg for the paycheck? No, I would not. I did once. Our first ever paycheck series. We did the 3-point. What was that called? We call it the Dolly Ladderson, right? It was 2 don'ts. Don't pass and a don't come. We laddered them up. It was basically the Andre. We did a lay 4 to come out to get this one out. We put odds here to get that one out. When it came out, we let the flat bets go. We did that. We also did a dolly for the paycheck for a month. Both of those things treaded water so bad. And what happens was you can make a little bit of money, but try to even make 10% from that. Some days were 100 or more rolls to get there, right? And if you're going to paycheck play, you got 2 choices, I think. You grind out something safe, like a hedgy 6, 7, 8, or a don't pass with just odds on. Like we can literally do this. I could take my 7 grand and go 500 on the don't, and then go, we'll go 500 on the don't and 600 in odds every single time, and just have that be our play, right? The problem is you lose this once, you got to win it 3 times to come back, right? When you're going to grind through, the amount of rolls that it takes to get back to normal is way too high. And I'm finding myself getting very Impatience the wrong word, but I'll use it. Impatient. I don't like these strategies or these ways of playing where it takes 60, 70 rolls and 9 shooters to win 10, 15% of my money. I just don't like it. Like, to me, it's just not fun. You know what I'm saying? So I would rather just get in and get out. I'm going to optimize for time, not for safety. So you can optimize for safety and be here for 2 hours, or optimize for time and get out quick and just like rip the Band-Aid off. You know what I mean? There's a couple of videos that I watched that on math and things that changed my perspective on that. And if I'm doing the paycheck play, that's my new mentality of it. The grindy way is when I play the more grindy styles when I'm here with a bunch of friends. Like, honestly, I'll play the don't pass and a little bit of odds, or the pass with a little bit of odds, and like 1 DC, like the odds maker, when I'm at a table where I'm going to be there for 3 hours with a bunch of people, because I don't want to have my entire stack out there. I gotta kill time. So that's kind of where I'm at right now. Just playing ways that are super low volatility when I'm going to be there for a long time, high volatility when I'm going to be there for a short time. Get in, get out, either get paid or get crushed. Right? Take your thing. There we go. Let's see. PG, throw my dice with 2-finger grip, hold the edges on lights. That's what I'm doing. I'm not doing par toss, right? I'm doing my stack, and I'll put your name up there so everybody can see who I'm talking to. It's this comment that I'm responding to. I am working the helicopter throw, right? I don't do a par shot. I do not do the par shot, 2-finger, or any other kind of grip. When I do it, I do an edge grip on the par. I just don't like that throw. And there's a lot of reasons why I don't like the throw. I think from a physics standpoint, the par toss is probably one of the worst throws you can make. And I've broken that down before. I know guys do it really well, whatever. When I look at the physics of how the par toss is supposed to work, it's impossible for it to work. The spinner toss is the only one to me that has a chance. Sometimes the knuckleball has a chance, but to me, the spinner has the greatest probability of sticking to where I want it to stick. The other ones just are too randomized for me. So yeah, but my problem today, honestly, is mechanical, right? I'm not releasing good. I'm throwing too hard because, again, my adrenaline was like, you get 10 grand out there, your adrenaline starts to go, and you just start going, whack. You throw them so damn hard because you're so excited, right? Today was just bad energy from my like physical. I was like, woo, too much money for me, right? Kind of thing. So there we go. Middle finger and thumb. That's kind of what I do. Look at what I'm doing here. Look at my grip. You want to see me up close. This is my grip. Can you see that? Middle finger and thumb on the point. Can you see it? Middle finger, thumb on the points, and my other finger is on the flat edge. That's how I throw it, right? So when I get them like this, middle finger and thumb on the points, like so, flat finger on the edge. And when I release, right, if I release it, what I'm doing today I was doing this today. So they're flying kind of cockeyed. I need to be here to force them to fly straight up. And that's my problem. My problem today was just, too much juice, right? But I appreciate the input. I love hearing the input. Can I throw it from straight out? You can. The problem that is it's hard from straight out because to get them down to the end, you got to throw them too hard, right, from straight out. Straight out, I like more of a forward spinning throw than the helicopter throw. I've tried it. To me, I got to throw them too hard, and they end up flying like on that angle instead of straight up, right? So there you go. It is 8. Oh my God, it's 10:55. I got to go. We're late. We got to get downstairs for the next show. I'll see you downstairs for the coffee run. Thanks for hanging out. Hope I had fun today. Hope you had some fun. Friday Follies is meant to be completely pain-free. So that was a fun show for me to do. See you back in about 10, maybe start a little bit late on the show. Love y'all. God bless. Bye.